What's happening, Hollywood men fans? Get ready for a whirlwind of the latest buzz, because the news cycle never stops, and we've got the unmissable updates you need to stay ahead. From legal battles to family moments and surprising admissions, buckle up, this is your essential download. First up, a legal drama is unfolding with a pop superstar at the center, and a major movie star is getting pulled into the fray. Then, we're heading to Cape Cod for a family gathering that's making waves, right after a fiery op-ed weighs in on the same star's political stances. And finally, a surprising confession about a beloved sitcom character is coming to light. Don't miss a single second, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. A legal entanglement unfolds. Pop music's legal arena is heating up, and a major Hollywood actor finds himself unexpectedly drawn into a high-stakes property dispute. The case involves a $15 million mansion in Montecito, California, and the central figures are none other than global music sensation Katy Perry and the acclaimed actor Chris Pratt. At the heart of the matter is a contentious sale of Perry's sprawling estate, originally purchased from 86-year-old Carl Westcott, the founder of 1-800-Flowers, in July 2020. Shortly after the transaction, Westcott attempted to rescind the deal, asserting that he was mentally incapacitated at the time of the sale. This move initiated a protracted legal battle that has now entered its critical damages phase. Perry, who paid $9 million in escrow in 2024 to secure ownership, is now seeking the remaining $6 million from Westcott. Her legal team claims that during the 4-year waiting period for full possession of the home, she incurred significant losses. Specifically, Perry alleges a loss of $3 million in fair market rental income and an additional $2.29 million in necessary repairs due to Westcott's alleged lack of maintenance during that period. The trial, which resumed on Thursday, is expected to hear testimony from Perry herself. Adding another layer of intrigue, Chris Pratt, who has been renting the property with his family, has been named as a potential witness. Westcott's legal team has reportedly requested the judge to allow questioning of the Guardians of the Galaxy star regarding the mansion's purported damages. Court documents indicate that Westcott's side views the repair cost claim as bogus, suggesting Perry was able to rent the property as is to Pratt, possibly for a substantial sum. Legal experts note that while Pratt's tenancy could be relevant, the condition of the home when Perry took possession and any repairs made prior to Pratt's occupancy will be key factors. The judge had previously denied Westcott's request to call Orlando Bloom, Perry's ex, as a witness, questioning the need for a celebrity circus when the actual construction personnel could provide the necessary testimony. Public reaction has focused on the celebrity involvement and the substantial sums of money involved, with many observers keen to see how the legal arguments unfold and what role Pratt's testimony might play in resolving the dispute. But the story of celebrity property disputes is far from over. Next, we're switching gears to a more personal, yet equally public, family gathering that's capturing attention. A family gathering amidst controversy. Hollywood actor Chris Pratt recently enjoyed a serene family outing on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, alongside his wife Katherine Schwarzenegger and her mother, Maria Shriver. The Guardians of the Galaxy star, 46, was pictured basking in the sun and participating in various activities on the water with his in-laws. Photos shared by Katherine, 35, on Instagram showcased Pratt looking fit and relaxed, interacting with Shriver and her brother Anthony, as well as Katherine's brother Christopher. This idyllic scene unfolded just days after Pratt faced significant backlash for publicly supporting his extended family member, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and his political agenda. Pratt's comments on Bill Maher's podcast, where he expressed support for certain aspects of RFK Jr.'s platform, including efforts to remove toxins from children's food, ignited a firestorm on social media. Critics accused Pratt of downplaying the controversial nature of RFK Jr.'s broader political stances and policies, particularly concerning health and research funding. Many expressed dismay, linking his remarks to potential real-world consequences, such as cuts to vital medical research. The actor maintained his stance was an appeal for bipartisanship and a focus on shared goals, but the public response was largely critical, with some labeling his comments as tone-deaf and reckless. despite the political controversy, the family vacation photos depicted a harmonious gathering. Pratt was seen enjoying time on a boat with Maria Shriver and his and Catherine's 5-year-old daughter, Lila. He also engaged in playful activities with his in-laws, including climbing a buoy. Catherine's brother Christopher, 27, also made an appearance, noted for his recent weight loss. The couple, who married in 2019, also have 2 younger children, Alois and Ford, and Pratt has a teenage son, Jack, from his previous marriage to Anna Faris. The family's public appearances often draw attention, especially given Pratt's history of navigating public opinion on his political affiliations and personal life, including past controversies over social media posts and his church attendance. The contrast between the peaceful family moments and the recent political storm highlights the ongoing scrutiny Pratt faces as a public figure. Public reaction to the family photos was mixed, with some focusing on the positive family moments while others continued to express criticism regarding Pratt's political endorsements. The incident underscores the challenges celebrities face in balancing personal beliefs with public perception, especially in an era of heightened political polarization. However, the public discourse surrounding these political endorsements is far from settled. Next, we dive into a sharp critique of those very same stances. An unflinching critique of political alignment. A recent commentary directly addresses Chris Pratt, sharply questioning his public support for Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and drawing a stark contrast between Pratt's perceived political leanings and those of the left. The author of the piece expresses confusion over Pratt's remarks on Bill Maher's podcast, specifically his lament about perceived opposition to RFK Jr.'s efforts to remove chemicals from children's meals. The critique dismisses any notion that the left is aligned with MAGA, emphasizing a distinct set of concerns regarding public health and political figures. The commentary poses a series of pointed questions to Pratt, referencing behaviors and political stances often associated with conservative viewpoints during recent years. These include questions about mask wearing, vaccination, reliance on alternative treatments, quarantine adherence, voting patterns driven by opposition to the Democratic Party, and attitudes towards public health measures like childhood immunizations. The author directly asks Pratt to identify which party aligns with these behaviors and with what they term lies from above, suggesting a party that rejects woke, DEI, progressive, liberal, new, etc. The piece implies a lack of critical thinking on Pratt's part, urging him to engage your brain before speaking. Furthermore, the commentary challenges Pratt's positive portrayal of RFK Jr., particularly concerning potential funding cuts to critical areas like children's cancer research. It accuses Pratt of playing footsie with a man who is letting children die and warns him not to blame others for not celebrating RFK Jr.'s actions if they come at such a cost. The author criticizes Pratt as a coward and a pathetic shadow of a man for allegedly prioritizing fame and wealth over defending those in need, and for failing to stand up for democracy, referencing the January 6th Capitol events. The piece also questions the authenticity of Pratt's friendships, suggesting that true friends would challenge his problematic stances, and that if a friend distances themselves for such a challenge, they were not a true friend. The overall tone is one of strong disapproval and personal attack, labeling Pratt's actions and associations as indicative of ugly, true colors. The commentary concludes with a dismissive sentiment, telling Pratt to get bent and calling him an ass. This piece reflects a highly polarized viewpoint, channeling anger and frustration towards public figures perceived as aligning with or excusing controversial political ideologies. Audience impact. This commentary reflects a segment of public opinion deeply critical of Pratt's perceived political affiliations and his public defense of RFK Jr., highlighting the strong reactions to celebrity endorsements in the current political climate. But what happens when a star candidly discusses their past choices for a role? Next, we're looking at a surprising confession about a beloved sitcom character. A surprising admission on character transformation. Actor Chris Pratt has revealed a fascinating detail about his approach to a beloved character from the popular sitcom Parks and Recreation. During a recent appearance on Bill Maher's Club Random podcast, Pratt admitted that he intentionally gained a significant amount of weight to portray Andy Dwyer, aiming to enhance the character's comedic impact. Pratt explained that prior to landing the role, he had largely stopped working out and felt he had never seen myself look so fat. He believed this state contributed to his funniest performances, leading him to proactively seek further weight gain. Pratt shared his conversation with the show's runner, Mike Schur, stating, "Two things. One, I'm getting fat. Two, I want to get much fatter." Schur's positive response, "Great," encouraged Pratt to push his limits, turning his weight gain into a personal challenge. He described his indulgence during this period, admitting, "I was like eating 4 burgers at mealtime. I was really impressing everybody, and I was really diving into this super indulgent season in my life." This commitment to character transformation through physical change is a recurring theme in Pratt's career. Notably, after securing the role of Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord, in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Pratt underwent a dramatic physical transformation, losing a substantial amount of weight for the superhero part. Currently, Pratt maintains his physique by adhering to a strict diet, which he describes as boring, and consisting of staples like vegetables, chicken, and rice. He likens the experience to the bare minimum required for sustenance, similar to stopping at a gas station for essential fuel. He finds greater satisfaction and well-being in avoiding processed foods and refined sugars. In the same podcast interview, Pratt also touched upon his relationship with his in-law, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., clarifying that they do not discuss politics when they meet. He described his interactions with RFK Jr. as strictly within a family context, stating, "I really got along with him well. I think he's great. I think he's funny. He's wonderful. I like him. Yes, I love him." Pratt voiced his disdain for the often toxic nature of politics, noting that entering the political arena inevitably creates adversaries. He drew a parallel to Hollywood, observing that even within the entertainment industry, a person's public image can be manipulated and starkly contrast with their true self. He commented on the repercussions of aligning with divisive political figures, suggesting it leads to negative portrayals. Pratt's perspective emphasizes a desire for personal connection over political alignment, even with family members who hold differing views. Audience impact. Fans of Parks and Recreation often reflect on Pratt's physical transformation for the role, with this admission offering a behind-the-scenes look at his dedication to character embodiment. The interview also provided insight into his personal philosophy on diet and his approach to family relationships amidst political divides. And that brings us to the end of today's updates. Now, let's do a quick recap of everything we've covered. Chris Pratt is entangled in a legal battle over a $15 million mansion, potentially involving Katy Perry and testimony from Pratt himself. He also shared a family day with Maria Shriver and relatives on Cape Cod, following controversy over his support for RFK Jr. Meanwhile, a sharp critique slammed his political stances, and Pratt admitted to intentionally gaining weight for his Parks and Rec role. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hollywood Men for more exclusive updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a story, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected.